what's up? How's it going? Okay, we're gonna pick back up pretty much where we left off the last time. Sorry for not streaming yesterday. I have a severe case of the sinuses. For real though, my sinuses were so messed up yesterday that I actually did not stream. And I'm glad to be back tonight. I got some medicine, and it seems to be helping out fairly well. Nothing too serious. I didn't go to the doctor or anything like that. Just classic sinuses. Mine are horrible. I literally can't taste food right now. They're so bad. But on a lighter note, I'm here. Today was actually the first day that my job has been affected by the coronavirus. I actually didn't go to work today, so been a very interesting day. So, as the title says, I'm gonna do the Beast Tribe quest stuff first. That's why my little dude's over here, already in my fishing gear, and gonna be trying to make some progress in Cinder Drift. Maybe it'll happen. Hopefully so. I mean, last time we couldn't even get back to the second phase. It always varies with different parties, so we'll see. Hopefully we can get in there and get the clear tonight. I'm getting a lot more familiarized with the first phase, which is really good. It's really just the beginning part of the first phase that still gets me the most. I'm starting to get a better handle on it, so hopefully things do go well with that tonight. But we'll see, you know. And also, if you look at the top, it says maybe roulette. I thought about maybe doing a roulette or two tonight, see how that goes. But again, we'll see. Before I get anything started too crazy, I'm gonna go to the gold saucer and do my usual. And zombie, how are you? Hopefully I can get in there in time to actually do the gate. How's the weekend going so far, zombie? Have you had a good Friday? And I'm actually, I don't think I'm gonna do a vlog this weekend. I've been doing them every weekend, but since I'm streaming tonight, I've got actually quite a few plans tomorrow. I don't really think I'm gonna do a vlog this weekend. Think about taking a weekend off for the vlog this time, and I'll get to one next weekend. I've got something cooking up here that's gonna be a pretty good one. It's gonna be another probably vlog tasting with Tombles combo. I don't really know. I might switch them up. And have like one video dedicated to that, and then another video dedicated to the tasting with Tombles. I really want to get another one of those out as well, but we'll see. Again, it could be another combo video, but maybe not. Again, I've got an idea, and hopefully it'll work out, but we'll see. You're okay? I feel ya. I feel ya. Hopefully, the whole, self-distancing isn't getting too bad. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers, and some people just aren't handling it very well. And no, if anybody's curious, I did not go back in time or shed 5 years off my face, or did I? I don't know. It's a mystery. Beast no. Every day's a weekend when you get laid off. I literally feel you there. I was told not to work today, so I'm technically in the same. Today I was in the boat. I was a little afraid of it, so I took all my vacation money out last week, or this week, however you want to look at it. The sloss is right. Nah, I'm good. I really like the sloss is right. I liked it at first, but the more I play it, it's just. I don't know. It's okay at best. It's not my favorite. Made pretzels. That's cool. I've never actually made homemade pretzels before. That sounds really fun. That's something I've always wanted to try out. Like, one is homemade pretzels. Like the soft pretzels that you can like dip in cheese. A lot of people like mustard, but I don't like mustard, so I go with the cheese. But also, bagels. Bagels and pretzels have been two things I've always wanted to home make so badly. Like, I've bought frozen pretzels and did that, but I feel like it's not the same. Like, if you can master actually doing, like, homemade pretzels, oh, man, I bet it's amazing. What's up, Mira? How's it going? Such an introvert that social distancing isn't too hard for you? Kind of miss being able to go outside. Can you not go outside as well? Like, that's a thing in my area. They're promoting social distancing, but we can still go outside. Like, I have to actually go outside because of my dog. She poops outside, thankfully. I wish I could train my cat to be like my dog, but cats are just stubborn. Cats. Luckily, Skittles doesn't really care for going outside anymore. 10,000! Incredibly easy, really? I'll have to, like, look it up how to do it sometime. It sounds interesting for sure. Okay, no jackpot and very mysterious. At 36. A dirty 36. And what's next? So zombie. You want to try to get it on some progress? It's cool if you don't want to, I feel ya. 1,080, not too bad. It really, actually, not too bad at all. 11,000, actually 12,016. Not too bad. Not 12,000. Listen at me, Choco. Listen at me out here. 11,116. I can't math right now, okay? 11,116. That's what it was altogether. Gosh, I cannot math right now. My brain needs to stop trying to math. I'm doing okay. Yeah, I saw the Spriggan mount on the Mog Station. It was actually the first alert that I got this morning. Like, my phone, since I've got this newer phone, I get a lot more alerts up to date. And oh my god, sometimes I hate it. Like, it actually woke me up this morning when they posted on their Twitter that they added it. I was actually kind of mad. And, like, I've had this, like, whole sinus thing going on, and last night I didn't have any medicine. So, like, I had a hard time getting to sleep. So when I finally fell asleep, like, just a couple hours after I'm all nestled cozy in my bed, I get because my phone's always on vibrate. The only sounds that it makes is like the alarms to wake me up. And yeah, oh man, and I was so mad. I look over and it's like a Spriggan mount, and I'm like, I'm not even getting to buying this, and I'm so mad that it woke me up. Something like that. You have it? Well, congrats. I do like it. I think it's pretty cool. Maybe I'll get it one day if it goes on sale. That would have been a really nice thing that they could have added to the Easter event this time around. But it probably was an Easter event mount. More than likely. I don't know. If it was, though, I probably would have already had it. So it probably wasn't. But it might have been. I don't know. How much is it? I didn't even look. Is it like one of those like single character cheaper ones, or is it like one of those others that are kind of like how much are the other ones? Are they 25? I haven't been on the Mog Station in a long time. A friend gave it to you. Well, that's really cool. Really nice of your friend. You can still go outside for walks, but you miss like going to your local cafe. Oh yeah, I feel you there. Send the recipe? That'd be cool. Maybe hit me up in like a message over on Discord. A little personal message. Be a fun one to do. But I definitely understand how you feel about, you know, going out and doing like public things, but I get it, doing public things to yourself as well, but I know what you mean by stuff in public. I spent the better half of my day, I shouldn't say the better half, I spent half of my day roaming around my area for parks, so to speak, that aren't closed. So Stacy and I can take the kids out and just get them out of the house. I mean, they've been stuck to being inside and then like going outside and playing on their little playground outside in their little playhouse, and then going right back inside. All the restaurants are closed here. The malls are pretty much closed. There's like some shops open, but not anything you really care about. You know, it's like nothing too crazy. There's some restaurants are open, but restaurants are kind of like sketchy right now. But the biggest thing is like playgrounds and parks. Kid-oriented things, they're all closed, which I get. I mean, I've said it a billion times, kids are gross. Kids, like, put their mouth on things, open face, cough, sneeze in their hands, and just go touch something immediately after. Kids are gross. So I get it, you know, especially with everything happening in the world right now, so I totally get it, but at the same time, from a kid's point of view, you gotta understand how difficult this is for them to not be able to do like anything, and even, you know, they don't really even understand it. Even if you tell a kid, you know, people are getting sick, we just can't do those things right now, they hear that and immediately they just still don't get it, you know, like the mortality of life is something you grow into, so it's hard to explain it to a kid, even when you explain how severe it is. And that's kind of where we've been stuck between. So I spent like all day today looking for parks, so to speak, that aren't closed, and I eventually found one. And you know, we actually, Stacy and I went to a national park just like a few weeks ago and did a nature hike. And well, about a week ago anyway. And you know, it was fun. Everybody was, you know, doing their social distancing for the better part, even though when I first got there, it didn't seem like it at first, but I didn't really want to do the same thing again. I'm one of those guys, I cannot keep repeating the same thing. I have to have like distance between areas, so I went to another national park, and it was actually closed completely. They have a marina there that was open, but I don't own a boat. And ended up going up to a local mountain, and luckily everything there is open, but like the playground's closed, so that's good. So our plans tomorrow is basically another nature hike, but in a different place. There's like 2 trails there, and like a nice little picnic. Kind of like, you know, practice some some social distancing, and, you know, all that cool stuff. Teaching the kids some social distancing, so to speak. What's up, Riz? Think you'll pass the nut? I feel you, zombie. It's okay. You didn't do that as a kid? I actually didn't either, when it came to like certain things. But my family taught me all kinds of different things, and I figured out the mortality rate at a very young age. I grew up with my grandparents, so it's like I told Stacy, the way I grew up was so different than kids grow up nowadays. I sound old saying that, but I mean, I grew up with my grandparents, so you can only imagine. I literally had to wake up, go work in the garden during the summer. We had a big garden. We had one in the town next to us, and then like 2 in our area, one in our backyard, and then one in our, it was my cousin's like field. It was just like a quarter of a mile down the road. So literally all the time I was always in a garden growing up. My grandfather always had chickens, always had like miscellaneous animals. He just loved to collect pets, and it was always my job to go feed those pets and the chickens and, you know, do basic farm work. Not to mention, they also still to this day have a wood heater. So every single year I was going out there and busting wood and having to build fires. So like, I grew up very, very, very old school, and my grandparents were always going to funeral homes growing up, like, always. So at a young age, I figured out the mortality rate, and they would always teach me about germs, and we'd go out to all these places, and I wasn't allowed to just, like, do all that stuff. Not to mention my dad was very punctual when it came to manners and common courtesy. But things are different now for a lot of kids. Kids actually have a lot more frivolous loves, so to speak, with just like technology the way it is. People don't even pay half as much attention to children as they should. So, not to mention, like, I saw this picture the other day of this kid with his mouth just like fully open on the window of his school bus. And I mean, I remember showing it to Stacy. I was like, this is why kids get sick the way they do. And I mean, some kids are just crazy. Not to mention, those little booger pickers will pick a booger and just whop it on something. Ugh. Headed to bed. I feel you, Mira. Thanks for, doesn't demolish. I've already been to the Free Company house. I literally started to stream there. Your niece was complaining the kids in her school were fake coughing and stuff. Damn. Kids are gross and definitely don't understand. Yeah. And I understand, Zombie. It's cool to pass. I know it's pretty late already, and I'll probably end up streaming pretty late myself. Yeah, kids' immune systems are pretty amazing, so to speak. Yeah, I've heard that as well, like the kids who eat boogers, which is super gross, but I heard the same thing, that it actually helps boost their immune system as well. It apparently also helps so you don't have problems like I do, where you're extremely sensitive to pollen. Like in my area, the pollen is so hardcore, and there's no other way to put it, that the last almost 3 days now, I have not even been able to taste food. Like, I'm just eating for substance and memory. I try to remember how good it was. Oh, when my taste buds worked. This was so good. Yeah, it's actually pretty awful for me right now. I just had like this huge sinus buildup. It's the biggest reason I didn't stream last night. Like, I had no medication, and just the severity of it all was just, literally all I did last night, I played one chapter of Mortal Kombat 10 and watched 2 episodes of Radiant and passed out. And what is up? Kids have unknown superpower against germs. Yes. Did anyone ever have a chickenpox party when they were younger? I did not. I've heard of these, though. Honestly, what had happened with us at school, it wasn't a chickenpox party. There was a kid that got chickenpox when I was in pre-K. And what had happened when this kid got the chickenpox, I don't know if all the parents knew or what, or maybe the teachers congregated the event, but it wasn't much of a party. I remember being one of the last kids to get it because I actually didn't nap. I was already out of the nap time phase, and like when I first started pre-K, they still had nap time in school. And I don't know if that's still a thing or not, but I was already out of that phase. Like, I wasn't taking naps when all these other kids were taking naps. I'd always go hang out in the teacher's lounge with the teachers because I would always lay there and apparently wake other kids up because I'd get bored and I'd start messing with stuff. So I was the last kid to actually get the chicken pox. But I remember that everybody in school, they didn't make any of the kids stay out until everybody was infected. Except for me at the end. And then nobody ever thought I was going to get it. Then one day I was just like scratching. They're like, you finally got it. And they sent me home. A pretty miserable time. That's horrible. For the first week. I barely remember mine. I just remember that it was pre-K and I was the last kid in class to get it. Yeah. It'd be nice if they actually had nap time at work. You know, you have your first break, and then after your first break, you gotta go take a nap. It would be nice. No one you knew had it. At least it wasn't anything like my uncle. My uncle didn't get chickenpox until I think he was 15. And it was super bad for him because what had happened was my brother got chickenpox. And my uncle, he had never had it. And nobody even really thought about it, you know? Which is, I guess it's strange to not think about. But, I mean, my mother, she was already like, when my uncle was 15, I think my mom was like 22 or 23. And her sister was like 25 or 26, something like that. I really don't know the distance between their ages, so I'm just guessing. And my uncle just, again, you know, was like an out of sight, out of mind thing with the whole chickenpox thing with him. So when he was like 15, he may have even been 16, I can't remember. My brother actually got chickenpox from pre-K and came home. And nobody had thought about my uncle had never having them. And then my uncle got it. And apparently, if you get chickenpox when you're older and you don't get it when you're younger, the severity is so much worse. And apparently, he legitimately had to like go to the hospital and everything that it had gotten so bad. So, yeah, it just blows my mind. At least, you know, it was probably bad, but at least you didn't get it when you were older. Wasn't allowed to take naps because it would cause you to stay up all night. Yeah, that's exactly how I was as well. And like, I can't even remember how. I still stay up very late. Like, I've always had like insomnia. And I don't know if I'll ever even grow out of it. At this time, I'm 26 years old. Probably not. Fell asleep at work once for like an hour. Wow, that's cool. I could not fall asleep at work. I would die. But, I mean, it's cool, at least, that your boss didn't, you know, mess with you. I would get fired. Like I said, I would die if I fell asleep at work. Legitimately. Fatality. Mortal Kombat style. Not quite, but it would not be a pretty sight. Love napping. I actually wish I could nap. That's something I not only grew up out of as a kid, as an adult, I don't have the ability to do it. It's really hard for me to just like shut down and go to sleep. Like, often I'll just like be watching like the classic older guy thing, you know, watching TV, and that's usually when I'll like kind of start nodding, and then I know it's time to like go lay down and just let my body shut down the rest of the way. But as far as like napping, I don't have it in me. I don't even know how to like actually make myself go to sleep. Like I've had friends growing up. I've seen people do it. My brother can do it. Just legitimately, like when they want to go to bed, they can just like go lay down, boom, sleep. And I have always been so jealous of those people. They can just like turn it off. My brain, as soon as I lay down, it's like I'll start thinking about ridiculous shit. Like, I wonder if like if you dip a grilled cheese in. I don't even know. I can't even think of anything right now. Like not being able to taste food, like my appetite and my imagination for food is just like off right now. But it's just stuff like that. You know, like what am I gonna do tomorrow? Or, if I did this at work, I wonder how pissed they would get. It's just weird things like that. Used to nap every evening after school. And 3-hour naps. I wish I could do that. Trying to upgrade your weapon, and you need a lot of poetics already. Did all the daily roulette stuff. There's the, Sorry, let me finish this. Your brother and boyfriend can fall asleep instantly? Yeah, I can't do that. I literally could not do that. I was actually like that in school though, like not falling asleep, but I would still be up really late. Like I'd wake up at like 5 a.m., get ready for school, and then I would be up until like 2 a.m. and then I'd be running off 3 hours of sleep. That was me in high school. It was not fun, especially considering the fact that I played football and I did a lot of other things in high school as well. So I was like fatigued. I still get like that. Just like I'll be in a constant state of tired all day. But as far as getting more wait, so you need poetics. Man. I think you can just run things and get poetics, can't you? Let's switch to the summoners. Sorry. Like, I know you can do your daily stuff, but... There's that one thing. Does it give you poetics? Like the journal thing. I don't really ever do it. I think I might still have one in here, a really old one. Wondrous Trials. Oh yeah, this one's like super outdated. You can't even open it anymore. Do they give you poetics? Can you throw this thing away? Sorry, again, I don't really ever do those, so... Gives you sills. Poetics, man. Like I said, I think just running certain things will be able to, you can probably get them. Let's see. That is a horrible answer, and I'm sorry. It's just, it's been so long since I've had to do like anything for poetics. But being an introvert and being around people all day was taxing? I couldn't relate there as well as zombie. When I was a kid, I actually had to have a TV on to fall asleep. Or like in high school, one of the things that I ended up doing was like I had a laptop in front of my... Like the TV was usually just like right in front of me, in front of my bed, so I couldn't really ever watch too much. So I'd have my laptop at the foot of my bed and I'd just like watch certain things. Poetics though. How can we get more poetics? Farming raids and stuff. Honestly, it's probably like the best way to do it. Like I said, it's been so long since I've did poetics. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's probably your best bet. Just raids. I mean, they give you 100. It's not a lot, but I mean, it's something. So, Riz, how do you feel about possibly doing a little Cinder drift tonight? I definitely need to make some progress. And res if you don't really feel like it tonight either. It's totally okay. I wonder if there's anybody even trying to run it tonight. Yeah. Fresh Prog. Please watch video at least. No rotate. Need background noise to fall asleep. And a fan. Oh yes, the fan. I'm the same way. I actually these days have a ceiling fan. When I was younger though, my grandparents, you know, going back to growing up, again, they were super old school, so they didn't have central heat and air. They had a one window unit air conditioner in the living room. So during the summer and the you know, the later parts of spring, I live here in Georgia, so it gets really hot. So during those seasons, we would have to open our windows, and they had like screened in a window so like bugs couldn't come in or anything like that. And most bugs, I guess you could say, I guess like microscopic bugs could get in there. But I don't know, let's not have nightmares over that. But anyway, yeah, I mean, that's always had the fan though, the classic fan in front of the window especially. Growing up without central heat and air it's been a treat as an adult, I'll say that much. Being an adult in my apartment having central heat and air, woo-hoo-hoo, living in luxury, kind of. It's just, again, you know, having central heat and air as an adult versus being a child and like having a fan in the window with the window open. Their house was actually super old school, so like the windows just didn't just like open regularly either, so it's super old school. And not to mention, again, during the winter, like having to like bust wood and have like a wood fire to keep everybody warm. They had one gas heater as well, but it was also in the living room. So there was like the heater room, which basically heated the whole house. During the winter, everybody had to have their door open so the heat would flow through. And like, actually doors were pretty much always open in that house growing up with my grandparents. It was about the same way. That one window unit and all these open windows, which, again, I know, open windows, it's just gonna blow all the cold air out. So sometimes you actually had to have the door closed, so it was compromise. It was a hard time growing up without all that stuff. Woo! And some of the 24-man raids, besides the factory. That's true. Kind of laggy earlier, but we'll see how it goes. Cool. You have central air, but it doesn't work in your room. You have window AC. I feel you. I have a ceiling fan, and the ceiling fan actually helps out a lot. But then, you know, central heat and air as well. But I definitely feel you. The fan, just, I don't know, that extra breeze blowing on you the whole time. Always, oh shit. Always feels, what's up, Choco? Always feels nice. You want head scratches? Okay, let's see if we can do this, Riz. Come on now, Choco. Stuff like this makes me wish Minato had his ult switched over. We miss you, Minato! Oh man, sorry to hear that, Rez. And those are some good tips, Zombie. Thank you. Honestly, again, you know, I haven't done much with poetics in so long. I think I might be capped out on them, honestly. As much as I do certain things, when I'm trying to level up a character, when I'm just trying to, like, yeah, I'm, like, always capped out on these things. I'm almost capped out on these. I need to almost get that trade in on. I was this tempted to do raids tonight instead of this, but I want to keep my progress intact in my brain. Wasn't there something a while back that was released that you could buy with wolf marks? I can't remember what it was. It's been so long. I don't really ever go to the PvP areas as much. Occasionally. Not very often, though. Let's go give it a look-ski. I don't even remember how you get there. Oh yeah, it's off Limsa, isn't it? Wolves Den Pier. You're in queue to do Alpha Escape. Cool. That's true. That's true. A mount. Really? Collar exchange. You're not the people I need. Whoop, 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 whoop. Anybody ever watch Futurama? Arm supplier. Arm supplier. Den provisioner. What you got? Horns? It's for the head. Accessories. Others. I've got the Sky Armor Identification Key, I think. A long one. Sky Armor. Yeah, I got that one. What are these things? Cheerleader. Actually, I don't think I have these minions, believe it or not. Mini Tech Conveyor. Cool. Got the Choco Chair Table. Towels! It's random, don't have that. Birds of Prey. Bunch of orchestration rolls. What is this? Squadron. Ooh. I don't really need that. That is cool though. Then Dark Matter. Glamour Prism. The flying armor? It's probably the suit thing that I was thinking maybe. Shadowbringers. Bunch of armor. Armor outfitter. What do you do? Captain? Nothing. You don't do nothing. I think it might have been armor that I'm thinking of. Little glam action. Didn't really look like there was anything there that I don't already have. Unless there's somebody else around here. I miss somebody? Anybody down there? You guys selling stuff too? What you got? Minder, Moogle, Provet, that person, Summoning Bell. I don't know what you do. Probably something I don't want to do. Soft Nux. Frontline attendant. Yeah, I think it might have been that armor thing I was thinking of. I think I pretty much got everything else here. It could have been that armor though. It's been a while. Gosh, I feel like I still I'm gonna go give him another check ski. No, I'm not actually. I was going to, but I was thinking about hitting up Jonathan. That dude needs some stuffs, and I'm pluralizing it for a reason. He needs more than just one thing added. And my goodness, it doesn't need to be something you gotta grind your life away for, like fishing. What was the last thing that Jonathan gave away that is excluded from like the fishing stuff? A ribbon for your hair? Jonathan, come on now. A manly Lala fell. I don't want a ribbon for my long hair. I mean, this is a cool. I don't really ever use it. The Magitech mounts, I mean, they're cool, but I don't know. Just, I guess that's about it, how I feel about them. The Magitech Death Claw is probably still my favorite. The Gilded I like a lot because, I mean, it's like a milestone in the game. But this here, especially if you're a Lalafell, it just looks hilarious. It's like your little kid getting put in timeout. Gosh. So many mounts. How many mounts do I even have in this game? Which doesn't even scratch the surface to a lot of players. I've got 55 mounts. I wonder how many minions I have these days. 125 minions. And I barely use any of them. I select a favorite and I rock it for a little while, and then once it gets old, I switch back to my Weasel, who's my favorite still. Because he sits on my head, which I'm doing now. I like you, little shark man, but you're not my Weasel. My what? Wait. My boy! Boy? Boy? Boy. It's my boy! I want a ferret again in real life. I'm jealous of my brother, he currently has one. Yeah, the Spriggan? You want it, but you won't get it. That's kind of how I feel about it. I think it's really cool, but I don't know. I don't often buy mounts off the Mog Station unless they go on sale. Like the Fat Moogle bought it on sale. Mystic Panda bought it on sale. Carbuncle was actually a birthday present for Mira, and I think everything else I've had to earn. Grand Eye, it came with the collector's edition. But yeah, I don't really ever buy them until they go on sale. Mog Station sales, that's when I go buy mounts. Half price. I'm a cheapskate. I actually do try to stay pretty savvy when it comes to stuff like that, especially in-game items. I know a lot of people bought things on, like, instant. I just can't bring myself to do it. Really? The Nano mode? Do I even have it? Part of me wants to say yeah, but I really don't know. Oh man, the Poogie. I do, I think that's it right there, isn't it? Yes, and she sits on your head, really? No way. Come on! She does! She just climbs right up there. There's a dirty joke behind that I'm not gonna tell. Let's get the weight right back. Oh, get better. There's so many of these that I like a lot. Like I love the Leviathan mount. Or you know what I mean? I don't really ever rock it there. It's okay. Mashiba. That fox. I wish the fox sat on your head. That'd be cool. Or Getzel. Gotsul. Weasel's my favorite. We're gonna have to take another group picture sometime. What up, Minato? Looks very orange. It's actually pink. I wanted something kind of fruity, even though I can't taste anything. I figured like the tang would kind of like make things a little different. It's a Max Harder, but it's a strawberry lemonade. I wanted a black cherry. Actually, it's just strawberry. I thought it said strawberry lemonade, but oh, it's a strawberry. But anyway, yeah, it's pink. It's, like I said, not being able to taste anything. I was hoping I could find something that kind of tangy. Hopefully it'd help me taste something. It hasn't, sadly. But yeah, it's Mike's Harder strawberry. I actually still have my regular brew right here as well. I'm about to dip into. I just wanted something a little sweet, something a little tangy. Hopefully I could try to taste it, and to no avail. So Minato, how was the Friday? Hopefully it was pretty good. Huh. Now I'm looking at the feedback. I can see how it looks orange. Just how the light hits it, I suppose. The light and then like the camera angle. Kind of funny. It's orange soda. I love me some orange soda. Oh yes, I do. Sorry. Keenan and Kel reference. I saw one the other day. I was watching a binging with Babish. She had like a cold thing. Cold flu. Cold cure. I don't even remember what it was called. Just, it's so much nostalgia. Anybody here watch Keenan and Kel when they were a kid? Gosh, I was talking about it the other day. And somebody just kept referencing all that, which I watched all that as well, and the Amanda Show. And this is another show that kind of revolved around all that crew, but Kenan and Kel was its own thing. They were just like ahead of their time, you know. Kenan and Kel was the shit. Been into ciders lately. Cider's actually really good. I don't really drink them often because I'm more of like a bitter guy. I actually like a lot of bitters when it comes to things and stouts. But when it comes to like, you know, getting to some like something that's kind of sweet but not too sweet, has like those like lager-esque feels to it, but it's more of like the apple cinnamon taste. I'll go for a good a cider. I haven't had one in a while though. Strongbow pear cider sounds amazing. Watched everything as a kid. I feel ya. Pear cider though, that sounds really good. Those actually, it sounds crazy, I know. I actually made a pear wine when I was a kid, and it was actually really good. My grandfather, I say when I was a kid, I wasn't a child, so don't think that. I wasn't a child. I was not allowed to drink as a child. I say a kid because I was like 18. Not allowed to buy alcohol, but I had the internet, and I saw these people making wine. So when my grandparents would leave, I would just like hoard a whole like pound of sugar to like my little... It was a clubhouse when we were kids, with me, my brother, and my cousin. And then it just kind of became a hangout when we were older. We moved like random old furniture our parents and grandparents threw out, and just, you know, all kinds of stuff in there. And I'd actually made like 5 gallons of this homemade wine. And it was actually made from pears. It's super easy to make wine. You wouldn't believe it. People back in the day, let me tell you, they had it hard. It may have been easy, but they had it hard. Also, though, it was fun. You know, it took a long time, actually. The way I did it, my grandfather actually still had, like, goats. And, instead of, like, feeding the goats their regular food, he was feeding them alfalfa, which is a type of grass. So he's feeding them alfalfa and pears, because he got, like, I think it was, like, 17 pounds of pears for, like, I think it was $7. I don't know, it was super cheap. But they were, like, second-rate pears. My grandparents picked through some of them, cut some of them up, put them in the freezer, canned some of them for preservatives, like jellies, jams, and then, you know, just like preserves. And the rest of it was like going to the goats. So the ones that they didn't want to eat or clean up, I cleaned them up myself and fed, you know, obviously the scraps to the goats. But what I didn't do, I made that homemade wine, and gosh, 5 gallons will last you a long time when you're 18, I'll tell you that. Isn't that moonshine? No, moonshine's a different process. I would have killed myself probably making moonshine as a child. Alright, I keep saying child, as a teenager. I should say teenager. But moonshine, whew! Gosh, when you live here in Georgia, let me tell you, there's some crazy moonshine that you can get around here. If there's a random dude with a still on his porch, just go give the dude $20, and that'll put some hair on your chest. Even if you don't want it there, it'll do it. Oh man, whoo. There's a lot of strong moonshine here in Georgia, but no, actually making wine, totally different process. Moonshine's distilled, and wine, it's more of a fermentation and then a filter process. And I mean, it's basically like fermentation and filtering. Moonshine, whew. There's a lot going into that, and I would have definitely blown myself up as a kid. I ended up making like a small bomb or something if I would have tried that, especially at 18. Whew. And it was strong. Oh yeah, it was strong for sure. A little sleepy. I feel ya. But yeah. I remember the first time I tried moonshine. Like, I tried it, like, I had a cousin that had bought some from the store when he was 22. He, like, went to the store, bought, like, a jar of, like, that moonshine that you can buy from there. It's, like, 80 proof. And then I remember when I was, I mean, it wasn't much longer after that. There was this dude. He lived, like, 2 miles down the road from my grandparents' house. Had a wood fire still on his front porch. Like, pile of wood here, barrel here. In this barrel was loads of grains, sugar, and water, boiling. And I say grains, it was actually just a shit ton of corn, but like, boiling. And from this like big barrel, he had a huge copper tube that ran through like this ice water thing, and then into this other thing that just like had it like a kind of a filter on it, but not much of one, and then just had a slow drip. And this dude would sell you just like about this much, or maybe a quart. I don't know if you know that metric, of moonshine for $20. You could literally take the lid off this jar, pour it in the lid, set it on fire, and it looked like fucking jet fuel coming off of there. It had to be at least like, oh man, it had to be at least 80% alcohol, if not like maybe 90. Tasted like rubbing alcohol, like isopropyl alcohol you buy from the store. Ugh! Actually, I don't know how that tastes, but it smelled like it. It smelled the same. I would never drink isopropyl alcohol, so again, I don't know how that would taste. I shouldn't have used that for a reference, but it happened. Anyway, whew, I'll never forget it. Put it that way. I didn't buy any more either. Put it that way. It didn't taste good, and it was just wow. I remember all of us, we were teenagers, my cousins, a few friends from high school. We'd just scored a jar of this stuff from this dude, and I remember his words, "Don't go telling your parents where you bought this from. I'll find out." And we didn't at all. I remember though, my cousin's dad was like a severe alcoholic, like severe. This dude would like wake up and just start drinking alcohol, which if you're in quarantine now, I don't blame you. But no, this dude had it bad, dude, for real though, in all seriousness. Anyway, getting back to the story and not getting all depressed, or depressing, so to speak, what had happened was, we bought this from this dude, and we all maybe had like 3 or 4 sips out of it, and we ended up just like giving it to my cousin's dad. We were like, this is just too much. Like, none of us like it. It tastes horrible. And, oh man, it did not do us well, so to speak. And, he loved it. And I remember him like just thanking us for it. I think he ended up like getting somebody to go to McDonald's for us later that night because he got so wasted. He was like, you know, you go get them kids some McDoubles. They did me right today. They did me right. Go get them just like a shit ton of McDoubles. I don't even care how much. Tell me how much you got when you get back, and I'll give you the money for it. We got a shit ton of McDoubles. We were happy. If you're a teenager and you get a shit ton of free McDoubles, hell yeah! That's why it's illegal. Yeah. I mean, you know. Your best friend in high school made moonshine in his backyard, and that shit was strong! Yeah. Moonshine is, crazy. The smell of it alone was too much. I totally agree with moonshine. It's insane. Small town feels, yeah, for real. You know, they say small town, but a lot goes down in these small towns, for real. A lot of bored people with a lot of time on their hands, for sure. It's like that old man. I don't know what, like, he just had to have woke up with the pep in his step one day and just like, you know what? I'm gonna quit my job and start selling moonshine off my porch. All the local kids will want some. They did. There was actually, it was an older person I knew that had told me about this guy. At the time, I was partaking in something a little bit of a, 420-esque, if you're following my drift. And we were gonna have like a small party that weekend. When I say small, it was fairly small. It wasn't huge. I think there was like 15 people we invited. It was just all close friends and family. They were all around our like ages like 17 to like 23, and we wanted something cool, and we thought moonshine would be the thing, and none of us liked moonshine. We found out really quick it was not our thing. But yeah, we were just a guy that I'd met had just told us about, if you're looking for a little bit of something cool to go to your party, I know this dude down the road. You can't miss him. Sits on his front porch, rocking chair. Still's right there. You just walk up to him and give him a $20 bill, he'll hook you up. That he did. That he did. Especially when you were younger and the internet wasn't such a thing. Drinking, getting in trouble. I remember the first time I came home drunk. Oh, man. Okay, I don't know what it's like coming home drunk to your parents. Sometimes they might think it's funny. I don't know. I've seen videos on YouTube. But like, coming home drunk to your grandparents? I was 16 years old. We had just had a little, like, gosh, I didn't even drink that much. I had like 5 beers, I think. And I had nowhere to go. We were at a place where somebody had called the cops because they got too drunk and they thought that we were all being wrong. So they called the cops on all of us. And luckily I was in like walking distance from my grandparents' house, so I just dipped and walked to my grandparents' house. And oh my god, it was like 4 a.m. and for some reason they were already awake. I was going in, I was like, my buddy was like with me because I told him to come with me. He could stay at my grandparents' place. I was like, dude, they're asleep. We'll just sneak in. We'll go to my room. We'll pass out. We'll wake up and act like tonight never happened. No! My grandparents knew I wasn't home. I thought I'd snuck out perfectly, but they knew I wasn't home. So we were sneaking in, and my grandparents are just sitting there. It's like they knew. And my dumbass was like, wait outside. I'll clear the air, and then I'll wave you in. And again, I didn't even drink that much back then. It wasn't much at all. I walked in, I was like, I know. And what had happened was there was a random power outage, and there was a local storm coming, and my grandparents had they've been skeptical since the year 1993 when there was a blizzard that came through our area, so very skeptical about the weather. And what had happened, a weather alert went on, and they had a weather alert system in their house. So any inclement weather that went down, an alarm went off, and they would just start getting prepared for it. So they were already awake. And I thought that they were awake because they knew that I wasn't in bed. So I walk in, I'm like, I know, you know what's up, I wasn't here, I was out with my friends, somebody called the cops on us, and now I'm home, and then I passed out on the couch. My friend was still outside, waiting for me to wave him in, and it never actually happened. He ended up walking to my brother's house, like, just 5 minutes away, and fell asleep on my brother's porch. And like, I woke up in the morning, and my grandparents, first thing they did was look at me eye-to-eye, and they're like, what do you know? And I was like, what do you know? And they're like, you came home drunk last night. And oh, believe me, if you thought me working in the garden and having to bust wood as a kid was chores, you couldn't imagine what they made me do, which I thought was hungover. It was just grogginess, not drinking that much as being younger. Whew, they made me do so much stuff. Not to mention they woke me up. Like, I didn't just gracefully wake up. They woke up to like some crazy loud news signals. And I wake up and they just start putting me to work, and oh man. Whew, what a time to be alive! It was heathens. The safe child of God. Get a bush party Saturday night and sitting in the first church on Sunday. Yeah, it's very true. It's very true, living in the small town. Unless you're blessed when you figure out the internet. I actually grew up in church too, believe it or not. But I've always been agnostic. Not to offend anybody, I'm very open-minded. Like, you could be Buddhist, you could be Hindu, you could be, Methodist, Baptist, Catholic, which, that was the biggest thing for me. I grew up, and on my father's side, everybody was Catholic, and on my mother's side, everybody was Baptist. So everybody was always telling me what this was wrong, and that was wrong, this was wrong, and that was wrong. And immediately, I've always loved Buddhism. So, I want to say, like, since I was like 9 years old, I've always been agnostic. And, I've always been open-minded to things. And I think I'll probably always be that way. When you were at home. Miss So-and-so called me telling you about you drinking at a party you weren't at? What was she talking about? I mean, honestly, it's not such a bad thing, you know, if your parents actually... I mean, as long as they don't allow it to get out of control, you know? That's kind of another small town sad thing that happens. A lot of parents let it get out of control at a young age. My family was not okay with it. Just put that out there. My mom actually would let me drink on New Year. On New Year's Eve, my mom would always let me, she would always make these, like, pina colada cocktails, add a little bit of rum to mine and my brothers. Not a lot, you know, just enough to, like, let us know what alcohol felt like. But my grandparents, on the other hand, no substance abuse in any form. And even if it's not substance abuse, any substance that makes you feel anything was not allowed. Unless it was like something to cure my allergy issues, which I still have problems with. Can only drink at home. Your mom trusted no one, not even family. That's kind of how mine was. Family was the ones that usually ended up giving me, like, random things. I remember the first time I tried whiskey. I was 6 years old. And it was one of my older cousins who was 25 and he thought it was funny to give a 6-year-old whiskey. I cried. it like burnt my mouth and I didn't understand it. Your parents always shared with you? They don't mind if you drink as long as you let them know? That's cool. Two summoners, I just now noticed that. Aren't the healers supposed to be on opposite sides? Are you healer? You're the other summoner! I don't want to go north. Damn it, I'll do it. The guy going streaking, getting drunk at a party, though? I've had a friend that done that once. We weren't even at a party. It was like at my cousin's house, 5 minutes away from where I lived. Beans and tacos and beans. So now I gotta go to 2. I'm not used to that, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Beans and tacos, beans and tacos and beans. Jeepers. I was doing so good. So good. Oh, jeepers. I really thought I was far enough away. Already know that I've made a few people upset with this. Well, it's not the only one. I'm not the only one. Thank you for the good luck. I'm gonna need it. I think not streaming tomorrow messed me up a little bit. Hopefully I can clean this up a little bit more though. Hopefully. I really don't know. I do it every time! Always want to bell south. I don't know what is up with me in that. I think it's just like, I guess like old nostalgia from other battles. I want to bell south. Need to look at the claws. The claw! Oh, where's my spot? Ah! I didn't make it. I don't technically kind of even know what was on my head. Yeah, people are gonna leave this group probably. They're so upset with me probably. I have done exponentially terrible tonight so far. Thankfully, it's just the first run. Room for improvement, thankfully. So last time it had the raise. So this time when he does his thingy-me-jiggy, we actually step on the thingies of the majiggies. There we go, stepping. Because the quicksand stuff. Okay, okay, okay. Goof up in the center. I'm walking here. Oh, whoa. What the monkey was this jazz? What? I even did it right that time. I'm walking here. Noise panic. Try and follow. It's hard to actually follow Rez. Dancer. I tried to caught Rez a few times doing this fight. Rez does a really good job. When I say it's hard to follow Rez, it's nothing against his playability. Believe me. When I say it's hard to follow Rez, it's the Dancer actually has so much better movement rate than Summoner. The Summoner, like, we're very limited. It's almost Black Mage-esque. Like, no, we're not in Leylons or anything like that, but it's like that right there, as you can see. Like, I'm sitting here watching, like, my cooldowns and all this is going down, and it makes it very hard to follow a Dancer who can seemingly move in and out without, you know, having to worry about a whole lot. I don't know what it's like to play Dancer, but it's like the best explanation I know to give as far as that goes. We're not doing too bad, despite all the deaths, though, thankfully. Full percent. But yeah, Summoner following a Dancer is very difficult. Again, I've tried to caught Riz throughout this a lot. It's one of the reasons why, you know, hashtag Miss Minato. I don't hashtag often, but I'm gonna say it. It was another caster, somebody that always knew things very well, which Rez, again, knows things very well. It's nothing against Rez at all. But, again, somebody like physical melee, trying, like a caster following physical melee, it's difficult. It's like night and day. Yeah, basically. Silly caster? Tricks are for kids! Cool! Okay. Phase 2. No thanks to me. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I doubt a lot. A lot. Thankfully it was... We didn't actually even have any wops. Good thing we bought all that toilet paper. Maybe you can move pretty soon, Minato. We'd love to have you back as soon as possible. I'm molting! I'm a beautiful butterfly. Marvelous. Everybody died? Group WAP? I know, sorry. I think I know what you mean, Minato. Yoshi P. He was watching something that rums with Bentley, probably, when he was, you know, in the groups. He's like, you know, we need something more in this game that rhymes with Bentley. Just to, you know, get those Bentley fans exactly what they need in rhyming form. Yoshi P was taking his breaks, watching something. What? You guys act like I'm the only one out here watching? Booby bringers. Gosh, 12 was a weird year. I think it was the first time I looked up like explicit content on the internet when I was 12. If you know what I'm saying. We're all 12 in our own way. He's tinted. Oh man, you need to watch Minato's stream. His Resident Evil 3 demo. I wish I knew what he was saying. Where's the lyrics on this one, Yoshi? Or Soken? Really looking at you, bro. You're saved. Can't really. Risha realized his community likes to make lewd mods in the game. He realized something, that's for sure. Starting at the font. She looks normal. You know what? She needs something on her face. You know what I mean? It's a little something. I'm trying to remember a tip Rez gave me the last time, and I made it frugal. Apparently, I was trying to like. Apparently, isn't there some? Aren't you supposed to have like a certain color under your character? My character is colorless. Is it like magic? Am I immune to something? I don't know what's going on. Okay. Yep. Still kind of lost. Second phase here, just like... Bloop. Rez is an angel baby. A pure angel baby. Your purity could change the water. I remember the first time my mom actually found out that I looked up some like dirty stuff on her computer. Like, I remember the first time my brother did it. He denied it. And my grandparents were not just mad that he lied, but mad that he did it. I remember when my mom found out I did it on her computer, my stepdad, like, was... Like, I know you can delete your history, but you can look at your archived history, which you can't delete unless you, like, format your computer. And my stepdad figured out how to do it, and he asked me about it. It's like, were you... I'm gonna say explicit content, but he said other words. But it's like, were you looking up explicit content on the computer? And I was like, yeah. And it's like, oh, well, stop. It was about as far as that conversation went. Like, it didn't get mad at me. It was just like, I mean, that was in that 12-year-old what? Back to that 12-year-old stage, though. You have to stack under the opposite color. What color? I don't get it. Blessed with certain mods. I could only imagine. I don't really know. Like, there's something to this whole stage here that you're supposed to do that I just, I don't really know what you do. Riz, what do you do? Help a Tumbleberry out. Like, 4 of us got it. Oh, we're Dead's partners. That's what it is. Like, how are you supposed to know which one you're supposed to fuck? Opposite color. Opposite color of what? I hear your words, or I read them. I probably just need to break down and watch a video eventually. I still don't really... Is it the opposite of this? Once you get that thingy, do I go attack this guy? Maybe. I don't know. I'll try it this time. Jeepers. I'm gonna have to start, like, trick casting. Yeah, no, I died again. Back to being lost. Lunar Dynamo is the other one, but it's out. Your brother was looking at porn on your computer. They got a virus that made porn. That is the worst opt to your parents. What was mortified? I'm sorry I'm laughing about it. Should have a buff. If you have a red buff, attack the blue head, and vice versa. I'll try to keep that in mind. Needless to say, these people aren't happy with me right now. I understand. I'm fucking up. I'll try to keep an open eye for it. I still haven't seen this buff, but okay. I've got like so much shit next to me. I got a blue one, so I'm gonna attack red guy. And I'm hoping this is correct. I gotta blue something. And it's probably not what you're thinking. Might be though. Might be the buff next to my name. Jeepers. I feel like we have a lack of people attacking in certain areas, like this over here. This guy's he's doing some stuffs. Oh, I'm dead too. Oh, okay, we got him down. Cool. Those things are dead. He's got a random awe after that. She does. Progress. I'm very scared. I don't know what's happening. Oh, jeepers. Why is everybody so separated? What is this? Can we go back to our spots? Ha! There's those moments where my neighbors hate me. Oh, this is where we do the number thingy. I was dead. Oh, I got number 8. So number 8 goes here, yeah? Number 8's beside the bus, yeah? I probably fucked up, but I'm trying not to. Always heard number 8 was beside the bus. I did it correctly! Oh, shit, no. I didn't shortcast myself. I fucked up still. I almost did it right. Like, that close. That close. I tried. You're in my spot, person. I'm standing in your 3 spot. I don't know if it even means anything at this point. I don't know what we're doing. I'm trying. You know, if there's one thing that I could take after this, I'll figure out how to sing opera. I tried. Ah! I keep forgetting shortcast is the thing. I could make up my own lyrics to this song. Don't leave my team. I know that I suck and I don't have experience like you have. I don't know what I'm doing in this fight, but I'm trying. Opera song. He is trying. That was my backup singer, which is also me. It's a low budget round here. We try. Jeepers! Why is that thingy all the way over here stretching and killing me? I feel like there's something else that's not being done there that needs to be done. Then again, I really don't know. I'm just trying out here. Nope, there's something. Little stretchy person with the... Something. Controller died. That's what happened. If you got the main part of that mech, yeah, you know, I'm trying. After the meteors, then you... Down the meteors, the tanks have the wall. That's confusing. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying here. Don't hate on boss, he is just trying. He doesn't know what he's doing. He watched that video that was confusing and he tried to do it. He didn't know it was eluding his brain. He did not know what he was doing, and then he did so his own fate. top dead. Oh, it's going a little bit better, I think. 2-2. Not the right idea. Everybody's over there. Now I'm over here by myself. I feel like I fucked up already. Okay. I'll chill here, guys. Don't worry. Ah, hysteria! It was the crazy odd thing I forgot about. I didn't sue my own fate. My lyrics were correct. I should have listened to my lyrics. I foretold the future and I ignored myself. Just like they all do. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't. Don't give me an 8 again. Oh, sweet, I got a 7 this time, so I can just chill back here. Whoever got 8 has to, like, have that on their shoulders, not me. Sweet! Who got the 8? Where is the 8? I'm dead. I don't... 8?! 8? 8! No! Swift cast! You forsworn me! I already used it too early. Shit! Oh, damn, we're super duper dead. Except for that guy. Sure cast? It was sure cast, sadly. Is that the Primal Data Center in Mid-Auto? Jeepers. Oh, jeepers. Son of jeepers. Why do they gotta have a pushback move too? As if they don't already have enough. ha! Oh, what the Jeeper Deeper is going down now? Oh, I got the one. I can just chill. Cool. Oh, number 8. No, move forward, please. Oh, jeepers. I am so super duper dead. Should have waited a second as well. Oh, man. It's okay. At least I came back after the explosion. Oh, jeepers. I feel like it's a little too early to be doing that. Whatever. Oh, this is it. We got the non-percent though. That's really good. Oh, that's not it actually. 6? Okay. This is probably it though. Yeah. Oh, no? 3%. This has got to be it. Yeah, that was it. That was good though. That was really good. Clean up those deaths and that's a clear. That got really good right there. That was really good. Yeah, that was super close, Rez. Oh my god. Like, I'm even super, like, impressed and surprised. Okay. Let's do it. Hopefully we can clean this up. That'd be very nice. I'd love that. Okay, I'm really gonna watch my shit this time. The best I can, anyway. I am red, so attack blue. I got this thingy on me, so kind of nestle. Nestle. Double on the summoner side. I don't really get what this means. What does this mean when you got this thingy? I'm gonna die because of it, because I legitimately do not get it. And we're probably gonna die. I'm sorry. Or maybe I'm gonna die. Again, I don't get what I even got. Do I let it hit me? I killed everybody. Yeah, I don't get that thingy. I'm sorry. I killed everybody on that side, and that's my bad. First time getting whatever the hell that was, and I killed everybody. Sorry. That was me. It really was. I don't know what that thing even is. You make the head run into the ad. Ah! Okay. Again, first time I've ever had that. I mean... Sorry. First Somsies. Was gonna go to bed early, but... You've just watched the whole stream. Oh, zombie, it's okay. I mean, if you want to get another clear, I'll run it with you sometime. I don't care. I'm sure Rez will be there with us. I wish you were here with us as well, but you're here in spirit, and that's definitely something. But, you know, if we get the clear, we'll definitely do it. I mean, I know Rez will be there with us. I shouldn't even question it. I know Rez will be there with us. We'll help you get this clear as well. Hopefully we can get it tonight. Damn it, I forgot to do the Swift cast right there. Do the tether to the head. Yeah, I caught that last time. They really gave it to me pretty hard. We're definitely in that. I feel like everybody's in that like panic mode. Like we got that far. Everybody's gotta breathe for a second. Actually, gotta use the restroom if that's a problem. It really is. Peer pressuring. Oh, blue this time. I didn't get that group kill. Got that group diff, that's for sure. Oh my fucking god. I hate to say it, but I think we saw that and people got cocky. Still 21 minutes, so we still got enough. Hopefully this will last. I literally gotta... okay, never mind. I gotta use the restroom so bad. It sucks. Same side again. Wow, there was a no hill problem that time. which looks like I might get faced with again. Holy jeez. Please don't be number 8 again. I don't like being number 8. Number 4, awesome. We're overlapped horribly, but whatever. Do we have a number 8 marked? I see it. Oh, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Oh, still dot! Oh, I didn't get it off in time. Gosh, we got this. Oh my god. Oh dear god. Oh man. I've got to go pee. Okay. Oh man, we don't have a lot of time left. Thankfully, I got that out of the way, but thankfully. Oh man. We got this. We got this. We needed that break. We needed it. I needed it anyway. Holy shit. Radio OCP, we need this win. Everybody's going crazy out here. I'm going crazy. Okay, I think I'm red boy, so I'll go blue boy. Oh, don't overlap me, we will die. I think I'm kind of almost tanking. We'll die doing that too. Okay, feed to the ad. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna stand right here and hope for the best. It worked. Good deal. Alright, here we go. I'm supposed to be on my side. Ah! Number 4, awesome. I don't know which one was number 8. Okay, I see it. I see it. I see it. I still fucking got shifted into it. Damn it. I'm trying here. Jeepers. Gosh, this has to be rough on healers right now. %. %. Oh, jeepers. Oh, no way. 1%. Oh, no way. 1%. Oh, virtual fist bumps all around. Chocobo. We did it. Zombie, you should have been here. Yes. Oh, man. We did it. Yes! I just woke all my neighbors up! Oh, yes! This was a practice party! Woo! Yes! Yes! That was awesome! Oh, that was the kicker of the knot. What is this? Something I actually could use for the red mage, but I'm gonna pass anyway for the dancer. That was awesome. Woo! Thank you, Monado. And Zombie, my sinuses are super messed up. The first Ruby Totem. Oh man, job well done, team. Got that clear. Whew. Hey, zombie. Like I said, you know, if you actually, I'm sure Rez is down as much as I am. We can help you get that cleared sometime. And we can have some good little group C runs. Oh man, I am so glad to actually get that under the belt tonight. Whew. It's been a while since I actually had one under the belt. So it's definitely a feat tonight for sure. And Rez, broski, thank you so much. I wish I could give you a real hug in like real life, like not just in game, just like one of these, you know. I wish. Damn it! What a run! What a time to be alive! Whew. That was some stuffs. I'm happy as well, zombie, for sure. I didn't think it was gonna happen tonight. I'm glad it did. With all consolidation, I died a shit ton of times, so yeah. Thank you, team. Thank you, Rez, and thank you, everybody running everything there. I died a lot, so I may have had a DPS percentage in there, but I wasn't in top DPS tonight. I know I wasn't. There's a lot to that fight. I still have to learn. Second phase, I feel like I do definitely feel like second phase is easier than first phase. Somebody out there may be baffling and saying differently. I feel like second phase, cakewalk. It's a DPS slot check, but it's more so tanks and heals. Second phase. First phase is a mindfuck. You know, that's how I feel about all that. Stay 6 feet apart. My boss actually told me that the other day. We're in the break room, and the tables in our break room are literally 4 feet long. And she was like, "You two aren't 6 foot away," talking to me and my buddy Nelson. And I was like, I moved to the corner, and he was already kind of in the corner. And I was like, I'm in the corner now. And if you look at the distance between us, now that I'm in the corner, we're still not 6 feet away. And she didn't even have anything to say. It is once you get the gist of it. Yeah, phase 1 is just so... There's so much to phase 1, but phase 2, like, once you kind of, like, get into, like, the notion of things, so to speak, it's kind of like boom, 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 boom. You just get it. Okay, I actually don't know what to do now. Second phase is easier to use as well. Zombie, you want to try to jump in? Well, it might be a little bit more tough. I was gonna say you want to jump in and try to get you a clear real quick, but it's 3:27 a.m. and I don't know if we can go through a whole nother party like that. I'm not gonna try to farm it tonight. To anybody out there want me to do that, sorry. Not tonight for sure. Maybe, I really don't know what to do. I'm really happy we actually got our clear though. I'm gonna literally go ahead just like unclick this. I feel you. Again, first phase, the first part of the first phase is what gets me the most. Other things I can kind of figure out, a lot of the things that usually mess me up, is character placement. I feel like it should be a little bit more organized, but there's like 3 different ways to run the FOT that end up messing me up. And what really saves me in the end is kind of the second phase. I don't do that great still yet. I haven't really watched much of... Like, I watched Mr. Happy do the first phase of the FOT and part of the second phase, and once he started that, again, he does like 3 different perspectives of a FOT, so I opted out. So most of my second phase of the FOT has been watching Rez, watching other players, and then listening to you guys. So it's been wonky, so to speak, and technically and indefinitely and thankfully paid off. But a lot of the other stuff, though, has just been me kind of like figuring it out on my own, and then first phase stuff again, you know, Mr. Happy. But that first phase still fucks me up. It's not really the first phase. I kind of like got the gist of most of it. A little bit of it's complacency, which I'm trying to like get myself out of. But that first part of it, though, still, yeah, first part of phase 1, it just does not register in my brain. I don't know why, but it just doesn't. Still, even after getting the clear, and thankfully it happened, so thankful, and again, thank you, Rez, and everybody participating, but yeah, that first part just still does, so for some reason, just not register in my brain. Easier than Hades? Probably, yeah, I could see that. I want to do Hades again as well, especially now, but not to not. Yeah, definitely not to not. How would you feel, Riz, about possibly doing maybe a little like roulette run? Like maybe one of your choice. You choose it, and I could try to tank it as long as it's nothing expert. Let's see. I mean, I need to do more with my gunbreaker. We could do like 50, 60, 70 leveling or trials, or even normal raids or alliance raids. If you want to. If you don't, I understand. But I could do like one more thing tonight. I need some repairs as the summoner. I'm not gonna do it right now. But yeah, if you want to do some random thing, I'll let you choose it. I could do it as gunbreaker. What would you want to do out of like duty finder stuff? I need to start working on the gunbreaker indefinitely. You're a hands-on learner? Yeah, I'm in the same boat as well. I'm in the, like, I'm definitely there. It's the same comes with like me and like cooking in real life. Like I can watch a cooking, or yeah, just like any cooking, like a master chef, any cooking video, and like all these people do all these things, do so many things, you know. But I will never get it right until I can like cook it, smell it, and taste it, and watch it all for myself. I feel like a lot of that is, it kind of plays into a lot of this as well. 50, 60, 70. Okay. There we go. Engine repair. It's all good. Yeah, we still got it. We're number 7 on the duty finder, so we got plenty of time for sure. So much time we can go give your place a whirly-durly. I should have just, like, rode him out over there. I still like, I still kind of like the Free Company yard. Like, I'll run back over there really quick. I know it's all over the place, but at the same time, I kind of like it that way. I guess what it really is, what I really like the most is, let's go with my current favorite. What it really is the most is the fact that it's all so, like, you can even see it from your place. It's just also, I don't know, it's like a giant jump puzzle. It's one of the things I've always loved about our place, the Free Company house. It is pretty random and all over the place, but like I said, it's like a giant jump puzzle. I will say that at the way it is now, I like this side of it, but this thing here doesn't really make sense anymore. As much as I love it, it took a lot of work doing the good old Namazu Beast Trap Quest stuff. It doesn't really work anymore. And you know, the treehouse works, this thing works, the bathhouse works, the spa next to that works, the Namazu works. But yeah, I feel what you mean. Like, everything kind of still works, but this over here is kind of just completely random now. Like, honestly, this person could be moved to this corner, this could be moved over here, and something else could possibly even be put over here, like maybe even the garden in the back. I don't know. I feel you though. If you or a zombie ever want to really work on it, it's completely fine. You two really work on a lot of this stuff a little bit more than what I do. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, it kind of works. I like the whole, like, everything's a jump puzzle as far as it goes. We've got the you know, the Namazu back here with the burning pit. The garden's a little bit random in the back. I think most of us have forgot that it's actually back there, really. And but yeah, I mean, the whole Namazu, whatever the hell festivity thing that this thing actually is, it's kind of random and just kind of there and in the way these days. And again, I feel like, I mean, this is it's in a decent spot, but I feel like it would like better probably over here where this is, and maybe this the retainer could probably be moved, maybe. Other than that, I mean, I don't really see too much that needs to be moved too much though. Like that one house in the neighborhood that has random shit all over their yard. Looks like a good place for a deck. I mean, maybe. Like I said, I mean, I like where the treehouse is. The pool, you know, it's in a good spot next to, like, the little bathhouse thing. I like the Namazu where it is, but I feel like, as you both said, the garden it's in one of those, like, super random spots, and again, this is kind of random, and that's kind of random. Mostly everything else, like, I kind of get where it's at, but I get where you're saying as well. I wouldn't be objective if either of you wanted to change it, though. You've got the power to do it. If I logged in, and as long as the Namazu and the fire pit's there, and the treehouse is there, all power to you. You know, just make sure that and that are in a decent spot, and I'm okay, you know. I give it to both of you in your hands. You both have a better keen eye than what I do. You see my Free Company house, or our Free Company house. I meant to say my Free Company private room in the Free Company house. I left a lot of details out in that, but that's what I meant. My private room in the Free Company house. It's been the same since I made it. I had a couple things here and there, move a couple things around. But yeah, I mean, as long as the tree house, you can even move the tree house. And you can even move the Namazu and the fire pit. But as long as those two are in the yard still, I don't really care what you guys want to do. I mean, kind of keep the bathhouse too, if you can, or the spa, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, yeah, you two, you've got a better keen eye to these decorative sort of things than what I do. I wouldn't be objective at all, I promise. Just the Namazu, the fire pit, bathhouse, treehouse. Other than that, you guys got it. I'm behind you, 100%. Gosh, it's been so long since I've tanked. I should not have done this. Well, we'll see how this goes. Winter's palace on hard. Oh man, jeepers. Okay. Going decent. Hey, good night, zombie. Take it easy. What the fuck is this dungeon? It's been a while for me as well. But zombie, hopefully you have a great night. Thank you so much for jumping in tonight and watching and sticking around for so long as well. Just try to transfer the... Damn, sorry, Minato. I actually thought if it was a preferred role, it was actually free as well. But I mean, I've never had a character transfer, so I don't know a lot about that stuff, though. Shit, I went backwards. Oopsies. Sorry, Rez. Everybody else likes like, oh, this Jake. Rez is just laughing. I already know. Went back to open a chest or something? Yeah. I knew you had a little chuckle back there. No, it was I accidentally went backwards. Oopsies. we go. Blast number 2. We're getting somewhere. Good deal. Last stretch. You don't know this dungeon? It's been a while since I've been in here as well, so don't fret. We're doing decent at least. I'm kind of in the same boat, to be honest with you. Pollen, this shit's already affecting me. In real life, you don't even need the video game to. We're almost out of here. Almost. What a refresher, eh, Rez? Get finished with the little Cinder drift and get put into a place like this. I'm gonna have to BRB, gotta PS. It's gonna be my last one, the not there, so don't worry. I'll be right back. Okay, let's finish this up. Oh, jeepers. The healer going down was a big thing. Jeez. I think it's slightly funny how there's like a shortcut, and I think we all just ignored the shortcut and just ran through the whole dungeon. You gotta love it. Every single one of us ignored the shortcut, and we just ran through this whole thing all over again. Now that's freedom. Going decent so far. Oh, jeepers. Good deal. Holy jeez, that got wild. What a time. We made it though. Woo! What a top. Hey, thank you so much for the player accommodation. Definitely appreciate that. 2 away from 1,000, which is pretty exciting. But with that, I'm also gonna go ahead and call it here. It's been a very productive knot, thankfully. But yeah, it seems like a good time to just go ahead and call it. I've definitely had a productive knot. Almost halfway to 69 through 68. Definitely been a lot of fun. Rez, for real. I definitely appreciate it. It's been a fun knot. Hopefully, you can catch me not tomorrow. Again, I'm not doing a vlog this weekend. So, not tomorrow, but Sunday night. Hopefully everybody can catch me. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing. Might be doing more with the Gunbreaker. And definitely going to be doing a tad bit more with the Summoner. We've got days to come, just counting down now. And we're going to be doing Wastelanders DLC in Fallout 76. And also Final Fantasy VII Remake. Ooh. I am definitely stoked for that. It's not exactly what I thought was actually going to be playing in the background right now, but it's okay. I was hoping it would be the Midgar, and then Cloud after that. Really ready for the next bit here in Final Fantasy VII Remake to come and everything else. But thank you again, everybody, so much for watching, all the participants, and all the help. Glad that we could get that clear tonight in Cinder Drift. It was definitely really awesome. I didn't think it was gonna happen. Didn't even expect it, and it did happen, which was really exciting. And Rez, not only thank you, but all the participants in that, thank you as well. And Rez, hopefully have a great night. Thank you also for sticking around and getting on the 50, 60, 70 dungeons there. It's been a while since I did any tanking. Glad I could actually, at least get a player accommodation. And again, thank you all so much for watching. I will not be on tomorrow, and again, there's no vlog this weekend, but I will be back next weekend. I've already got something in store. I'm trying to just work out the kinks with it. And again, starting not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, I will be back to the streams. So I'm not going to be far off, just taking a day off. And hopefully everybody has a good Saturday and a good Sunday as well for everybody, and in the time distance between everything there. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you everyone for so much, not just with the help, but all the support. Thank you to all of the followers and subscribers over on Twitch, and to all the subscribers and members on YouTube, and to all the Patreons on Patreon. Definitely thank you so much, and everybody else that supports this channel in every way that you found fit that was easier for you. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate every single one of you. And thank you so much for, you know, sticking around through so many things. But I'm out of here, no doubt. Good night to you as well, Rez. And anybody that's been sticking around, good night to you also. Also, get a little ad in there. If you like streaming on YouTube and you've possibly been thinking about stretching out your streams maybe a little bit to somewhere else, you know, just to get a little extra, you should check out the description down below and check out Restream. You can actually stream on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Mixer, so many different things in so many different ways, and you might actually enjoy it, no doubt. But thank you so much for watching, everybody, and definitely check out Restream. It's a really awesome place where you can stream to multiple platforms and build your streaming community. Thank you also to all the Patreon support, which I definitely appreciate every single one of you that has gone in here from past, present, and future. Would love to have you in the future, but you know, from past to present, every single one of you, I definitely appreciate it. All of the Patreon support, but no doubt everybody that has been watching tonight, and you know, that jumps in here when they can. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'm out of here. And again, no vlog this weekend. I'm kind of taking the weekend off. Glad that you could all watch tonight. Glad we could get that clear, which is really awesome. But, yeah, tomorrow, not doing a stream and not doing a vlog. I will be back on Sunday night, though, doing another streaming here in Final Fantasy XIV. And we'll kind of see how things are moving along there and decide where I'm going to be going right before the Fallout 76 Final Fantasy X streams start. But thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, I appreciate every single one of you for watching. But until then, see you, Space Cowboy. I'm out of here.